Episode of the Mass Effect Andromeda series. I have never played this game. I think I only watched to the first cutscene. So beyond that, I know nothing. So it's gonna be unlike the last Mass Effect games I played. I've never played this before. It's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be a new experience. We're gonna get to enjoy it together. So very excited for that. And because of that, I also don't know where the actual gameplay starts, or as soon as I press start, it goes into the cutscene. So we're gonna be careful with that. Just brightness till the center image is clearly visible. It's clearly visible. No, we don't want it to be too crazy. That's the EA agreement. Scroll down to that. Alright, and just said they can murder me if I don't win. Okay. There's a multiplayer? Oh, I don't know. We don't want aim assist on. You can provide minor assistance to help you aim at your targets if disabled aiming is 100% freeform. Yep, disable that. Determines when the mission tracker will... Okay. Display conversation icons, yes. Off in conversations. Off in gameplay and conversations. Yeah, I'll leave that as off in conversations. Subtitles enabled. Yes, apply those. Okay, I don't think there's much to change on that. I don't need to change the audio. Maybe we'll change the language though. No. Graphics is fine. Okay. Sorry, yo, we beat the game. Let's roll credits. We're not gonna jump into what we're gonna do a customized character. Also, I watched the beginning cutscene in 2017 when this game came out. I don't remember it. We want to be the... I almost said Fem Shep, but this is clearly not Shepard. We'll be Scott for this. We're gonna do a quick customization. Yeah. What this is doing. I don't think it does anything. Why does bro look like a little kid? Yo, that's crazy. It's 23. I was about to say, can we not rotate this? I think it was this one. No. Okay. The outer color. Oh. I see. Try with the inner color first. Okay. What the hell? They really went all in. Boy, ain't gonna have none of that on. Where'd this scar at? Where's the oh, I see the first one. I wouldn't mind. I typically don't. But I had a scratch around the eye. Damn. That man got brutalized. Alright, now that just looks stupid. Alright. Oh, I see. Let's go ahead and confirm this right here. Choose training. Security. During your Alliance military service, you focused on... Let me make sure the stream's still up. Yeah. Alright. You focused on learning everything you could about weapons and tactics, starting power, concussion, concussive shot, fires a heat-seeking high-impact rounds, knock down enemies, unlock skills, turbocharge, grants a massive short-term boost to weapon fire rate, and thermal clip efficiency. Combat fitness grants increased durability and the option to carry more weapons into battle. So that's like a soldier. Biotic. You were effectively designated biotic during the Alliance military tenure, assisting your cohorts with your ability to control Mass Effect fields. Starting power is throw, we know what that is, singularity, and barrier. Technician. As a technician in the Systems Alliance military, you learn to operate drones and hack enemy systems. So you start with overload, then you get invasion. Let's see what that is. Hack into your opponent's armor and weapons, infecting them with a computer virus to weaken their defenses and even spread to nearby foes. Team support develops specialized technology to bolster the survivability of your entire squad. You are a team player and a natural leader in the Alliance military, working closely with your cohorts for their safety and the safety of others. You have energy drain, which is in the other game. Other games, I should say. Unlocked skills: annihilation, weave a shifting aura of Mass Effect fields around you to slowly damage nearby foes. Team support develops specialized technology to bolster survivability in your entire squad. Scrapper: when a fight broke out, you were always the first soldier in the thick of it, mostly according to Alliance military protocol and occasionally not. Starting ability is Charge. Combat fitness grants increased durability in the option to carry more weapons. And then Charge, you have to unlock Charge? That doesn't make sense. But that's basically Vanguard. In the Alliance military, you study covert operations and the tech used by special forces, knowledge you rarely found a use for until the Andromeda initiative. Starting power, tactical cloak, combat fitness. Yeah, it's increased durability and the option to carry more weapons than that. Okay. So this is Vanguard and this is Infiltrator, which Infiltrator is my preferred thing, but I don't like how both of them say see above for their second unlock skill. That just means there's not as many skills, it's not as diverse, I guess, with it. So I kind of want to go with Technician. Creating drones and stuff seems kind of cool. So I think we're gonna go here with Technician. Choose a name. Alright, so Ryder's the last name. Let's just leave it. I can't think. Do we want to customize the twin? Choose the appearance of your father, Alec Ryder. His appearance can either adapt to your player's customization or remain as the default version. With this option on, Alec Ryder's appearance will be based on your customized Ryder. Setting this off, use Alec Ryder's default. We'll have that off. That way it will be default. Well, no, because he don't look the same as my main dude right here. He'll look similar. Customize history. We'll do that in a moment. Let's quickly do this real quick. We're gonna leave all of this stuff alone. And just do the hairstyle, probably, for the most part.
Oh, it's all the same ones over there, so. Alright. Let's confirm that. Oh, yeah. It was I was a male shepherd. Upload character data. Check this option to upload your character to Mass Effect Archives website. And then if you set up an account on the Mass Effect, okay. Alright. I think we are ready to begin. Again, I have never played this, so if I'm a little more locked in than I was on the Mass Effect, a little more locked in than I was in the last Mass Effect, it's purely because I'm trying to pay a lot more attention, and we're probably going to read a lot more, like the Codex kind of things. I'm going to play it on Insanity, purely for the achievements.
Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start. But today, whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
Big old shit. Year 2185, humanity lives in a golden era of interstellar travel, hard discovery of ancient alien ruins on much further understanding of science and technology ahead of by thousands of years. While many now enjoy the newfound freedom and challenges of exploration in the Milky Way, others look to more distant stars. For the 100,000 adventurers embarking on this one-way voyage, the future begins in Andromeda. Big old ship. 634 years later. Date 0 hour 0 day. Yeah, because the relays exploded. Archive period. Occupancy 20,000 human colonists. Since the relays exploded, I wonder if that's why it took so long for them to travel here. The station have that 7 Helios cluster. Andromeda galaxy. Interesting. She looks like less of a child there.
Deep breaths. You're gonna want to take it easy.
I've been taking it easy for 600 years.
Ryder, Scott, Recon Specialist, Pathfinder Mission Team.
Pathfinder team, eh? The ones finding us a home.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
How about we get him a cup of coffee first?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy.
Scott Ryder, let's get you checked out. Look here.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates for golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Makes it
Because Earth
sound
got
so
destroyed.
easy, doesn't it?
Okay, tone choices help define Ryder's personality. Hearts for emotion, cogs for logical, circly circles for casual, and the boxes for professional.
I hope not. I signed up for a little adventure before we settle down.
Well, buckle up. Sounds like you'll get your wish.
Yeah?
Over here now, the Pathfinder wants you all on your feet right away. He said mission ready within the hour.
Any idea why?
No, but I'm guessing that's where your adventure comes in? Okay, everything checks out. Just one more thing before I send you on your way. Let's test your SAM implant. Sam, are you monitoring? Sam, are you online?
Yes, Dr. Taparo. Good morning, Ryder. Are you feeling well?
I
Gotta
just
get
need a
used to
second to
the
get my
dialogue.
bearings. What's this about my implant?
A routine check. After being in stasis, we want to make sure the connection's still live.
As the team's mission computer, your well-being is my primary concern.
Assuming the implants work as advertised. Sam sees what you see, in theory. We won't know for sure until we get you in the field. How are you feeling, otherwise?
I feel like a 600-year-old popsicle. I hope we packed more coffee.
Readings confirmed. Based on the levels of adenosine in your system, the neural implant is functioning properly.
Wait, adeno what?
It just means you're still shaking off your nap. No reason why we can't get you on your way. Though you
Very
may
good,
want to
very
hang
good.
around while we revive your sister, it always helps to see a familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, geez. Yo, what the heck?
What's happening?
Broke free.
Just hang on!
Engineering, report. Try to brace yourself.
Remedy cryobase offline.
Careful of the
I'm almost
syringe.
to sky. Hold on.
This is Cora. I'm at the cryo bay. Brace for a reset. Everyone okay?
I think so.
What happened?
We're not sure. Sensors are scrambled. But it's good to see you're up. Feels like centuries since we spoke.
This is the Pathfinder. Mission teams continue preparations. Cora, Riders, report to the bridge.
You heard him. Let's get...
We have a problem over here. It's Sarah Ryder.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Have to check it out.
Message from Gian Garson. Hello, traveler, and welcome to your first day in Andromeda. This is the dawn of a new era for all of us. As you recover from stasis, know that you're in good hands. In a few short hours, you'll be leaving the Hyperion and joining thousands of your fellow colonists as you chase your fortunes and build the new life you've always dreamed about. It's been a long wait, but I promise you it will be worth it. Gene Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. Okay. Alright, there's a lot of people here.
Wow.
Engineering, this is Cryo Bay. We've got a pod that was damaged when we lost gravity.
This is the captain.
Probably want to send something over.
Updates on the tunnel.
Okay. So this pause button. Alright, so there's the journal. Port to the Hyperion Bridge. Optional check on your sister. That's crazy. Indicate your. So that's my map. There's an item limit. That's crazy. Alright, so it looks like we have a few things to read over real quick before we get on to the mission. The initiative was built by the efforts of thousands who devoted years of time and countless resources to reach the Andromeda Galaxy. These are the people, places, and organizations that make the Pathfinder's mission possible. Dossiers on Pathfinder riders, friends, allies, and contacts across the Helios cluster. SAM, officially designated as a simulated adaptive matrix. SAM, I am an artificial intelligence that acts as coordinating element between Pathfinder Alec Ryder and the rest of his team. My quantum processing power is used to conduct on-the-spot scans of alien worlds, assist in scientific study or tactical situations, and monitor the team's weapons and equipment. I am physically located on our Hyperion in secure server banks, collectively known as SAM nodes. While my primary connection is to Alec Ryder via a neural implant, I effectively serve as a mission computer for all team members during Pathfinder operations. I also collate and analyze data from numerous sources and compile it for later study. I am tasked with authoring and updating the Pathfinder team codex based on available information and discoveries as they are made. The initiative. Alright. Brainchild of the visionary billionaire Jan Garson, the Andromeda Initiative was conceived as Garson's personal dream and desire to prove humanity's capabilities beyond the military power demonstrated in the First Contact War. Garson officially began planning the initiative in 2172, announcing her ambitious goal of launching a pioneering colonization effort to Andromeda within 20 years. Internal reports show the struggles that the early initiative faced. However, Gene Garson's personal stake and enthusiasm sustained the initiative until the early 2180s, when, after a sudden influx of investment and a new marketing strategy, interest in the initiative grew afresh. Construction of the ARCs was completed rapidly thereafter, and the Andromeda Initiative officially launched in 2185. The initiative's mission statement is to bridge Andromeda and the Milky Way, create a sustainable, inclusive civilization, and push scientific development forward by centuries. In official literature, Gene Garson characterizes the initiative as continuing the search for humanity's next horizon. Glossary of terms, a brief refresher of terms used in Andromeda Initiative literature. Ammunition block, a solid block of metal loaded into a gun. Sand-sized particles are sheared off by the gun's targeting mechanism and then fired as projectiles, allowing a single block to give ammunition for multiple combat encounters. Citadel, a massive ancient space station in the Milky Way that acted as the political and cultural center of the galaxy. Convoy, a communications buoy that relays data through corridors of mass-free space. extranet, a publicly accessible information network across the Milky Way, akin to a planetary internet on a galactic scale. Such a network is slowly being developed in Andromeda while communications are established. Hard-suit and exploration combat suit usually armored with titanium or ceramic plating and equipped with kinetic barriers to protect against hostile fire and environmental hazards. Heat sink, also known as thermal clips, a detachable coolant-filled sink used to prevent weapons from overheating. They must be ejected and replaced regularly during firefights. Flash forging, immediate manufacture of a usually short-lived objects from raw materials using an Omni tool or other fabrication device. Omni blades are typically flash forged. FTL, fast and light travel, kinetic barrier, also known as a shield used to repel fast-moving projectiles, hence kinetic, but does not defend against melee attacks. High gravity kinetic barriers protect starships from debris. Mass accelerator, a railgun that lowers the mass of a projectile and then hurls it at relativistic speeds. Sufficient acceleration allows even tiny projectiles to impact with tremendous force. Mass relay, a network of mass transit facilities across the Milky Way used to immediately transport starships across hundreds of light years. No such network exists in Andromeda. Metagel, a sterile medicinal salve that bonds to flesh immediately, sealing injuries against bleeding or infection. It can remove with a small ultrasonic pulse. Manufacturing, small-scale manufacturing of 3D objects, often on the battlefield or for emergency repairs. Omnigel, a compound of alloys, ceramic, and other materials, suspends in a semi-molten state, used with an Omni tool to build small 3D objects almost instantly. OSD, or optical storage disk, can contain data or the blueprints and programming used in manufacturing. QEC, quantum entanglement communications, instantaneous communications using two particles that are linked at a quantum level. Gene Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. Garson was one of humanity's wealthiest and most eccentric entrepreneurs in the Milky Way. Her business interests were wide-ranging, as she made her fortune from investments in a myriad of technology-related fields. Always a maverick, it was her vision of traveling to a new galaxy that set the Andromeda Initiative in motion. Ignoring skeptics and naysayers, Garson spent vast sums of money building or acquiring the necessary technology and ships to make the long voyage possible. It was a private venture entirely funded by Garson so as to remain free from any government oversight. 2185, Garson began the long journey to Andromeda aboard the support hub Nexus. In a speech given on the eve of departure, she remarked on the collective knowledge and history represented by the arcs. We carry all these things like the home tools of an artist to our great and empty canvas. To Andromeda we go to paint our masterpiece. Garson is slated to serve as the overall leader of the initiative upon arrival. Intergalactic travel was the topic of extranet discussion in the Milky Way for centuries. Several Asari or Solarian-led expeditions were proposed over the years, but petered out due to lack of interest, insufficient funds, or engineering hurdles. The Andromeda Initiative's use of AI, like myself, allowed many of the technical problems to be solved, but invited disapproval from the Turian hierarchy in the Systems Alliance. Building a fleet of dreadnought-sized arcs with private funding required delicate negotiations with the Citadel Council and the advanced technology essential to survival in Andromeda was often acquired by unorthodox means. Official initiative records show the Nexus departed first in 2185 escorted by a small squadron of fighters for protection, followed by 4 arcs that comprised the initial launch wave. Additional vessels were in the development, including a Quarian-led ship accommodating multiple species, but construction was slow due to their diverse requirements, and the second launch wave was delayed. Initiative observers remain optimistic. And Pathfinders. Role of Pathfinder. Pathfinders are the tip of the spear for exploring new worlds, while planetary surveying is typically a long-term multiple-team process. The initiative found an alternative thanks to Alec Ryder's AI research. An individual equipped with the best training and technology available and an AI partner that can run complex studies in seconds and 100 test simulations a minute. With AI support, Pathfinders can determine within hours whether a planet is suitable for habitation and direct the nexus as to what colonist block stands the best chance there. Pathfinders are trained to improve the viability of potential planets, initiate first contact with unknown species, find suitable outpost sites, and handle any external threats. Before the first colonist touches soil, the presence of Pathfinder is a reassurance that a planet can be settled safely with a high expectation of success. Alright. Oh, we still have plenty more. Alright, data on... So this whole episode is probably going to be me reading over this stuff, but it shouldn't. After the initial one, it should just be small things here and there. Archaeological evidence shows that abundant Thessians' resources and their natural tendency to cooperate helped ancient Asari develop city building, writing, and agriculture unusually early on. The tone of research papers suggests this is a point of pride for Asari scholars. After studying a number of Prothean ruins and developing their space program, Asari astronauts found their way to the Citadel, the most advanced station in the Milky Way. Deserted since the Prothean extinction, later when the Solarian explorers reached the station, the Asari proposed a joint government, eventually known as Citadel Council. Asari have played a fundamental role in galactic politics ever since. Asari commandos served with distinction in the Rachni Wars despite heavy losses, and Krogan occupation of the Asari colony Lucia was the tipping point for the Krogan rebellions. In recent years, the Asari have devoted themselves in diplomatic service, including helping to negotiate the 2157 human-Turian ceasefire. Known for their long lifespan, biotic ability, and diplomatic nature, the Asari were one of the most influential species in the Milky Way. Asari explorers were the first to discover the immense Citadel station, and it was the Asari who first proposed this creation of the Citadel Council. Asari are monogendered. Their unique physiology allows them to reproduce with any species via a form of parthenogenesis, passing on genetic traits to their daughters almost as Asari are biotic, and the control over their nervous system allows them to hone their powers to heights few other species can match. Asari can live for 1,000 years, passing through life stages referred to as maiden, matron, and matriarch. Asari matriarchs are ancient and respected, often holding immense cultural and economic power, though no such frameworks exist in the Helios cluster. Asari culture and society. The Asari come from Thessia, whose vast element zero deposits form the basis of the most powerful economy in the Milky Way. Living in small city-states, the natural Asari tendency to cooperate led to the loose conglomerate known as the Asari Republics. Government operatives as an e-democracy policy. Discussions take place over the extranet and are open to all decisions are made by consensus or with the advice of politically minded matriarchs. The Asari military is relatively small and informal, but no less lethal. Small units of voluntary Asari commandos, also known as huntresses, handle peacekeeping operations in Asari space and were among the first council specters. Their thousand-year lifespan gives most Asari a long view of events, investments, social programs, and environmental policies. Trend toward long-term rather than short-term rewards. This approach drew many Asari to the Andromeda Initiative, undaunted by the centuries-long journey. Asari biology, though they appear feminine to many species, Asari are a monogendered species. During reproduction, they provide two sets of genes to their daughters in a form of parthenogenesis, with a second set modified by contact with a partner. During Asari melding, an Asari attunes her nervous system to her partner's, giving and receiving electrical impulses through the skin, until the two briefly become one unified nervous system. This fine control over their nervous systems contributes to the Asari talent for biotics. Few species can train the level of control that most Asari have by nature. Since joining the Citadel, Asari prefer to mate outside their own species, claiming that this fosters development and understanding. It also reduces incidence of Ardak Yakshi, pure-blooded Asari who suffer a dangerous genetic disorder. If Asari are compatible with life and Andromeda, that will prove several theories about the fundamental building blocks of life. Humans. Alright, this one will be short. The Systems Alliance is a supranational government that spearheads human space exploration and settlement in the Milky Way. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of extrasolar colonies and stations, and officially represents humanity on the Citadel Council. The Alliance was founded out of necessity, as no single nation could fund and manage the rapid expansion of humanity from Sol. The discovery of Prothean ruins on Mars had proven that alien contact was inevitable, earning international support from the Alliance that solidified after Alliance forces liberated Shang-Chi in the First Contact War. Archived extranet articles and Jean Garson's staff bulletins reveal tensions between the Alliance and the Andromeda Initiative, construction of dreadnought-sized ships, and persistent rumors of AI development which could have damaged humanity's standing on the Citadel led to the Alliance demanding to oversee the Initiative's labs and shipyards. Negotiations continued until the day of the Initiative's departure. Alright, the Andromeda Galaxy, located 2.5 million light-years from the Milky Way. The Andromeda Galaxy is the largest galaxy in the local group, also categorized as M31. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy roughly 220,000 light-years in diameter, containing approximately 1 trillion stars compared to the Milky Way's 300 billion. The Helios cluster is a large star cluster located on the galaxy's outer fringe. Andromeda has roughly 14 satellite galaxies which orbit the galactic disk. Evidence shows a disturbance where one of these companion galaxies, M32, passes through Andromeda's spiral arms several billion years ago. Andromeda itself is also accelerating towards the Milky Way at roughly 100 kilometers per second. In roughly 4 billion years, the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies will collide and merge, forming a new galactic disk. Exploration tools. Omni-tools. Omni-tools are handheld devices that combine a computer, microframe, sensor, analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni-tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The holographic haptic interface also functions as a communication device, with with sufficient Omnigel or other raw materials, usually converted from salvaged light alloys, plastics, or ceramics, an Omnitool fabrication module can flash forge small three-dimensional objects or emergency suit patches. This allows quick repairs or modifications in the field. The Andromeda Initiative's Omnitools are designed for reliability and efficient recycling of materials. Pathfinder Omnitools take inspiration from the models used by Solarian Intelligence Services, prioritizing the computer microframe to allow lag-free scanning of AI support. Charting the Andromeda galaxy for habitable planets presents a unique challenge. Observation is limited by light, and given Andromeda's distance, any observations from the Milky Way are 2.5 million years out of date, enough time for a planet to have altered irrevocably. Initial attempts to identify settlement sites were made by obtaining sorry astronomical surveys and running them through predictive models, but Gian Garson was unwilling to risk thousands of colonists without solid information. Eventually, the initiative obtained promising data from Quarian explorers who claimed to have found a Geth array on the fringes of the Perseus Veil. This array was supposedly built from 3 mass relays using sensors in the combined relay corridor as a form of FTL telescope to observe dark space beyond the galactic rim. Why the Geth expended so much effort to study dark space is not known. Amongst these observations were near contemporary surveys of Andromeda, when our predictive models confirmed them within an acceptable margin, the initiative was able to begin identifying golden worlds. Cryogenic stasis. For many species, early long-range exploration relied on cryogenic stasis without modern FTL capabilities or long-distance transit methods like mass relays. The distances involved in space travel meant that most of the crew would die of old age before reaching their destination. Cryogenic stasis gradually lowers the body's temperature enough to slow its vital functions, but not low enough for damaging ice crystals to form. Before the pod generates a Mass Effect stasis field that suspends both the individual and the interior environment in the pod. Contrary to the depiction in popular media, the individual is not conscious of time passing. From most travelers' perspectives, they lie down in the pod only to be awoken moments later. Stasis failure, while regrettably common for early expeditions, has been vastly improved over the years. Even in the event of catastrophic system failure, multiple monitoring VIs and failsafes are in place to initiate an emergency wake-up. Tachyonics. Element Zero, also known as EZO, the rare material known as Element Zero, generates a field when subjected to an electrical current which raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect forms the basis of modern technology, from weapons and manufacturing to enabling faster than light travel. Element Zero is generated when solid matter such as a planet is affected by the energy of a star-going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars, though mining such regions is extremely hazardous and requires significant investment. Various isotopes of Element Zero have been identified, though the rarest have only been observed in laboratory conditions. Surveys of the Helios cluster suggest the region is rich in Element Zero, which was a deciding factor in the Andromeda Initiative's decision to settle there. Without EZO, the Initiative's technology would quickly become obsolete. FTL drive. Starship travels faster than light using an Element Zero drive core in special relativity. An object approaching light speed effectively gains in mass until it would take infinite energy to propel it, but a negative electrical current running through an EZO drive core lowers the starship's mass, allowing it to travel at FTL speeds. Motive force is provided by the ship's thrusters, chemical rockets, commercial fusion torch, or military anti-proton drive. In addition to the FTL drive core, without thrusters, the ship has no ability to move. Standard drive cores build up a static charge during operation and must be discharged periodically. Otherwise, the core discharges into the ship itself with catastrophic results. Initiative's drive cores intended for long-term voyages are designed to recycle or reduce static buildup. Mass effect fields. Zero can increase or decrease the mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current with a positive current. Mass is increased with a negative current. Mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low mass fields allow FTL travel in an expensive surface-to-orbital orbit transit. High mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The Andromeda Initiative's technology relies heavily on the mass effect fields, from reduced mass supply drops for outposts to the impressive long-range drive cores on the arcs. Alright, last thing. Arc Hyperion serves as the main vessel for carrying human settlers bound for Andromeda, named after a Greek mythological figure associated with knowledge of celestial bodies. The Hyperion represents a breakthrough in intergalactic travel. Substantial money and resources were devoted to its construction, all privately funded by Gene Garson and the Andromeda Initiative. Built to withstand the rigors of a nearly 2.5 million light-year voyage, the Hyperion is outfitted with ODSY drive core technology which allows the ship to make a 600-year voyage safely at FTL speeds. It features enough stasis pods to accommodate approximately 20,000 settlers and crew. Arc Hyperion left the Milky Way in 2185 as part of the initial wave of departures under the command of Captain Nozomi Dunn. Oh wait, hold on. Go back in there. Alright. Okay, so basically, that's what's not available. Other thing not available. Oh, dang. There's quite a bit here. So what is pistols? Alright, okay, so I have like everything. Let's go ahead and, the game cannot be manually saved during a priority mission. Auto-saving occurs automatically at the checkpoint. Oh, okay. How are we doing on time? We're at almost an hour. Probably because of all that dang reading.
Still in stasis. Vitals look good.
No pancakes? No digestive system hasn't
Wait.
had solid food in over 6 centuries.
Anything else like that I can mess with down here?
Sweet dreams.
They need you on the Pathfinder mission team. Let's get you ready to go.
So soon?
Probably
Okay,
has to
screw
do
her.
with whatever knocked out the gravity.
sounds amazing, doesn't it? Right up until you lose gravity. I've dreamed about this my whole life. I sure hope it matches the brochure.
Hi there. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I'm here to welcome you to a whole new galaxy. The good news is, the hard part's over. We're here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
Okay.
Your current location is Ark Hyperion, housing the human population. Ark Barchero, the Solarian vessel, confirmed departure in 2185. The Asari ship, Ark Lucinia, confirmed departure that same year, as did the Turian Ark Natanus, embarking in 2185.
Okay.
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates for golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of Arks arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity. Once the Pathfinder team's assessment is complete, Habitat 7 has been selected as the most likely candidate for colonization. The Pathfinder is responsible for exploring and assessing new worlds for outpost placement and settlement. Each Ark is led by a Pathfinder who represents their species. The active duty Pathfinder assigned to Ark Hyperion is Alec Ryder. Current duty roster shows you are assigned to the Pathfinder mission team, Specialist Ryder.
Okay.
At present, Ark Hyperion has arrived in the Helios cluster. Further mission updates are offline due to technical difficulties. As recon specialist, you are tasked with supporting the authentication of Golden World sites through exploration, mapping, and scientific analysis. Currently, you are to report for duty on the command bridge. The Andromeda Initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including Arks, Pathfinders, outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus. The current location of the Nexus is unknown. Status of outposts are unknown.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. I think it's important we take a moment to reflect on the principles that brought all of us together. It started with a vision of a better future. A vision that you shape. Life in Andromeda can be anything we dare to dream. And I'm proud to help make those dreams come true. Drop me a note sometime. I'd love to hear how we're doing.
Alright. Did that spawn more codex? Did not. Let's, before we do that little side mission, it's another one. After a 600-year voyage, the good news is we're exactly where we're supposed to be. We have arrived in the Helios Cluster, Andromeda Galaxy, year 2819. All stasis medical personnel should report for duty immediately. Give the Pathfinder mission team revival priority and prep its members for field reconnaissance. Reports of an unusual celestial phenomenon in the cluster are being investigated. Updates to follow. Captain Dunn.
Same here. They tell you where we're going?
No, just have the shuttles prepped to fly.
Morning, Ryder. Or afternoon. Or I don't know.
Alright, got Fisher.
Man, you're a long way from home. Still getting used to it.
Where are you from?
Toronto.
Earthborn, huh? I'm a colony man myself. Eden Prime.
Earth and Eden
You had some
Prime.
trouble there, didn't you? Fighting?
Yeah, I lost some friends. Figured it was time for a fresh start.
Well, welcome to your new life, eh?
Good to see you, Ryder. Oh, sorry, still waiting for some coffee.
Alright.
first hour in Andromeda.
I think I picked this one up already. Yeah.
I'm on cleanup duty. Hope my girlfriend's okay.
Reports the water flow control is offline. Awaiting further updates.
Well, no obvious contusions to your brain. Looks nice and pink. Wait, the cut's that deep? Just kidding. Checking for a concussion. Your cognitive awareness seems okay. Ah, right. Where'd you get your degree, Doc? No need. Don't let anyone be a doctor around here.
That's crazy.
Good. Your auditory response seems normal, too. Enjoy your nap, Ryder? Don't think I'll need sleep for the rest of my life.
Maybe another decade or two wouldn't have hurt.
Right. Talk to you later. See you around.
Hey there. Hell of a wake-up call, huh? Didn't expect that first thing out of stasis.
Makes two of us.
True.
Hang in there.
Catch you later.
Alright.
Give it a second for the processor to sync.
Did the seals break?
No. Physical integrity looks good.
Scott,
Is my sister okay?
Sarah's fine. Her vitals are strong, but the revival procedure was interrupted.
I don't like the sound of that.
Don't worry. It just means the process could take a bit longer than usual. Sam?
My connection to Sarah's implant was suspended. However, her pulse, respiration, and brain activity are all normal.
Good.
To be on the
Good.
safe side, we'll need to keep her in a low-level coma for a while. Then let her body regain consciousness naturally. She'll be fine.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks, Lexi. Keep us updated. Ryder, I'll wait for you at the door, whenever you're ready to go.
Okay.
How do you want to handle this?
Keep them in the pod for now. Round-the-clock monitoring. We don't know if they're in true stasis anymore.
Right. So parts of the body could be waking up.
But others aren't. We can't be sure just yet. Don't worry, Ryder. We'll take care of her. She'll make it.
Okay.
What about food?
Standard nutrient package. See how their system responds.
Just listen to what they're talking about.
I'll start slow and go from there.
And if necessary, add boosters to the line. We can't risk pulmonary arrest.
This is the captain. I still need an update on our sensor array. Please report in as soon as possible.
Alright. So, Ryder, born your elder twin on the Citadel space station 2163, Sarah grew up surrounded by a multitude of alien species, cultures, and histories. In her orientation interview, she claims this sparked her fascination with science. With informal training aided by Alec Ryder's N7 background, Sarah joined the Systems Alliance military, which was continuing its search for Prothean technology after successful discoveries on Mars. Initially assigned to peacekeeping duties, Sarah was approached to serve a support role for these Prothean researchers. She often describes the thrill of serving with scientists like Matthias Silva on the brink of the next great discovery. When Alec Ryder was dishonorably discharged due to his AI research, internal memos show that this also effectively ended Sarah's career, but Andromeda presented the kind of scientific frontiers she had sought all her life. On arrival in Andromeda, Sarah's cryopod is damaged and her revival process interrupted. Dr. Lexi Tapero advised keeping her in a medically induced coma to allow her to awaken naturally. Very good. Oh, I don't like that.
You ready?
Oh, hold on. No! Dang it. I'm sure I could have talked to her. Highly unfortunate.
find it. He has a scanner. Quick, Ryder, use it to locate the vault.
On it.
I'll try to get readings on the second conduit.
Hayward, get on this one. I'll override the safeties.
Got it. Hurry! Ryder, try...
There's no indication of a fault in this component.
Keep looking.
Relay 2C shows damage from a temperature spike.
Found it! Bad relay.
Ryder, can you go reset it?
Okay.
The door's power is malfunctioning.
There! It's reset!
Do it! Rerouting the turret now!
It's working!
Thank God. That could have been the end of everyone in the cryo bay.
Good job, Ryder. Now we can get to the tram.
It's liable to happen again.
That was close. Barely in Andromeda, and we're already scrambling.
The adventure...
Automated logs. Report run 2819. Identifier QPA's year event 2185. Departure procedures confirmed 2185. Stasis lockdown engaged confirmed 2186. Anomalous comm sensor readings report logged 2347. Trajectory drift detected. Report logged 2347. Trajectory course correction confirmed 2411. Arcs Parchero Lucinia Natanus condition green 2497. Sensor array fault detected. Report logged 2497. Sensor array fault repair failed. 2819. Trajectory destination confirmed. 2819. Destination location proximity confirmed. 2819. Status reliable engaged confirmed. 2819. Nexus Arcs Parchero Lucinia Natanus not detected. Sensor fault, JSKL, error.
Not sure your dad'll see it that way. Go ahead and take us to the bridge.
No, the guy who knows it best is in stasis.
Well, that's a problem.
I've got the schematics. Looks pretty straightforward.
Is anything straightforward when you're 2 million light years from home? I'm not sure that's actually the worst case.
What do you mean?
I heard a radio report and Captain Dunn sounded pretty concerned. More than I've ever seen her.
Intermittent power outages. She's good. And we have contingencies for practically everything.
Air crews are investigating. Yeah, everything we knew about in the Milky Way. This is a new galaxy.
Okay.
Helm control, report.
We're drifting. Flight controls aren't responding.
First priority is stopping these outages.
Mainline power's been knocked out. We're on reserves, Captain. They won't last.
What's our position?
Unknown. We lost telemetry.
Sam, we need eyes out there.
Attempting to adjust sensor array.
Alec, please. You may be Pathfinder, but this is my ship.
Captain, the protocol's clear. In the absence of communication with the Nexus or the other arcs, we proceed to our appointed Golden World. Solid ground.
If it's even out there. Nobody said anything about running into an energy cloud, and that's just a wild guess what we hit.
True. I don't know what the hell that is.
Alec, I need to assess the damage. Stop the bleeding. We've got 20,000 people asleep on this ship. Let's give them a chance to wake up.
Can you blame her?
She is the captain. I think she gets the final word.
Well, he might
This isn't about having the final word.
Yes, sir.
We're coming through.
My God. Is that our golden world?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky.
Alright, looks like there's a giant
All of
hurricane.
our long-range scans told us it was in the green zone. Perfect for human settlement.
It doesn't even look the same.
We don't know how bad it is yet. Still seems like it's our best shot.
Maybe. There's just a lot on the line.
Sam?
The energy from the phenomenon is damping our senses. Planetary conditions are unknown.
We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out, and stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
And if
True.
it's not?
As Pathfinder, it'll be my job to find an alternative. It's what we trained for. But if this goes well, we are already home.
All right, just make it quick.
Harper, the rest of the team should be awake by now. Have them spin up 2 shuttles. Planet Fallen 30.
Yes, sir.
A stubborn one, isn't he?
Your guess is as good as mine. We may be related, but I still haven't figured him out.
Just as long as he knows what he's doing. It's not like the cavalry's coming to save the day. I need an ETA on our sensor repairs. We're blind out here.
Giant hurricane.
My sister's gonna hate that she missed this.
Are all the riders adrenaline junkies?
I guess it's in her blood. She beat me into the world by 1 minute. Couldn't wait to get started.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure Sarah will pull through.
When she does, she's gonna want stories.
So, let's get out there and find her some. Right, you'll want to get your helmet. And maybe stop at the Good Luck Rock before we go.
The what?
It's an old superstition of your dad's.
Okay, introduction. As a member of the Pathfinder team, you play a critical role in Andromeda Initiative's efforts to establish a foothold in the new galaxy. The team faces many challenges: Golden World site verification, reconnaissance and mapping of unknown territories, planetary and celestial, scientific analysis and discovery of new phenomenon, potential first contact with extraterrestrials, establishing diplomatic relations with local inhabitants, general support of settlement outposts.
We scanned Andromeda. Everything was in the clear. How could things change like that?
You'd be one of the first people setting foot in Andromeda. Well, here we are. Suiting up. Hey, Ryder.
It's Kirkland, right?
Yeah, I think we met just before the Hyperion left Earth. Not sure if you know Greer.
Hi there.
Hello,
Your
Greer.
dad say anything about what's going on?
Judging by all the people running around the bridge with their hair on fire, I'd say buckle up.
Damn. I knew this was too good to be true.
But we don't know for sure, right? Might be a cakewalk.
We'll find out.
Explains why there was no pre-flight briefing.
That's some music. What was that? Human male data DNA based organism, 100% human, record matches Greer Lucas, Andromeda Initiative analysis. Lucas Greer is a member of the Pathfinder team. 100% Dusty Kirkland, Andromeda Initiative, Pathfinder team. 100% human, David Fisher, Pathfinder team. Orders present, the structure is a water dispenser. 100% human, Cora Harper, Pathfinder team. Sarah Ryder's locker. Ryder's locker.
So just another boring day at the office, huh?
The most complicated voyage anyone's ever attempted. Something's bound to go wrong.
It's a good test to see what we're made of. I always wondered what it was like when explorers crossed the ocean. Nothing but stars and dead reckoning to guide them.
And a map that said, "Here be dragons."
Well, if they made it, we can too. And maybe see a dragon along the way.
Never know. Let's keep an eye out.
And our distance.
On that note, I'd better get my gear in order.
I've seen my share of the Milky Way, and I've never come across anything like it.
The Pathfinder team is assembling in the hangar.
I hope the...
Analysis indicates alkali feldspar and quartz, commonly known as granite.
Either have to get my helmet so we can open this door, right? Let's not risk it yet.
Good luck, Rock, huh?
Your dad was mountain climbing back on Earth. It caught him from falling. The way things are going today, we'll need any luck we can get.
Yeah.
Ryder?
Hey, Fisher, how's it going?
I heard a rumor from the bridge that your dad and the captain aren't seeing eye to eye on this.
She wasn't thrilled with the idea of the expedition, but my dad won her over.
I heard you weren't a big fan of it either.
It's her ship. Her call.
You got guts going against the old man. The way I see it, Pathfinder team answers to the Pathfinder. Besides, your dad's the N7 here. He's got the best aim. I go wherever he goes.
Better not. No bathroom breaks in this trip. Hang in there, Sarah. Looks like Dad's already suited up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I say, since it's not the priority.
You forgot your helmet. We've got to get
Okay. Alright, but we're gonna end this one. Hold on, before we end it. Known associates, Alec Ryder. So yeah, we're gonna read over a few more of these things. Born on Earth in 2129, Alec Ryder says his love of new frontiers was fostered by a childhood in the Sierra Nevadas. According to his service record, he joined the Alliance military when was eventually assigned to John Grisham's historic expedition through the Charon Relay. His experience made him a candidate for what would later be known as N7 training back on Earth, where he met Dr. Ellen Harlow, After their marriage, Alec continued military service, most notably on Shang-Chi in First Contact War against the Turians. Assigned as a military attaché to the Citadel in the late 2160s, Alec became interested in artificial intelligence as a means of human advancement. His pursuit of this illegal technology led to his dishonorable discharge from the Alliance military. Contacted by the Andromeda Initiative, Alec found a sponsor to help complete his work. I am the product of that research. Assisting not only the initiative, but Alec's new role as a Pathfinder. Cora Harper, Lieutenant Cora Harper, service number 6002 AC 1762, is a human biotic, formerly an officer in the Alliance systems. In the Systems Alliance military, her screening interviews state she was raised in poverty on an independent cargo freighter, joined the Alliance at 18 to obtain training for her powerful biotic abilities. However, Cora claims her superiors saw her talents as a liability, supported by test scores showing her abilities spike at abnormally high levels. She was transferred via the Citadel Council's Valkyrie program, subset of their interspecies military integration plan, and placed with the Asari Commandos unit, Talian's Daughters. Though the activities of Asari Huntresses are typically sealed for 50,000 years, Cora has freely shared her experiences on the record: peacekeeping, counter-terrorism, and hunting fugitives. When she left Talian's Daughters for the Andromeda Initiative, no reason in record is recorded. Cora's Huntress training and biotic capability made her a candidate for Alec Ryder's second-in-command, and, if warranted, his successor as Pathfinder. Dr. Ellen Ryder, formerly Harlow, was a pioneering designer of biotic implants in the 2150s. She was a leading biomedical and cybernetic researcher at UFRJ in Rio de Janeiro. When human biotics began to emerge as a scientific field, Ellen found possible applications for her work in neuro-integration wetware. Her early designs for biotic implants informed the framework for her later L2 and L3 models. Ellen met Alec Ryder when he was posted to Rio for ICT and 7 training. Before the First Contact War, she eventually joined Alec on the Citadel when he was posting there as military attaché and gave birth to fraternal twins on the station 2163. Fortunately, Element 0, the catalyst for biotic mutations, is a hazardous material poorly understood in the early years of human biotics. After repeat accidental exposures, Ellen eventually developed a terminal neurodegenerative disorder, later known as AEND. In her final years, Ellen Ryder built what would later become the Pathfinder implants, designed to sync with the AI partner Alec Ryder was developing. Ellen died before migration was fully realized. That's rough. Golden Worlds. Golden Worlds are planets in Andromeda's Helios cluster that are either the strongest possible candidates for settlement, or those whose resources could bolster the initiative's chances at long-term survival. Based on survey data and long-term projections, some are believed to be garden worlds capable of supporting life. Others are mineral treasure troves that could supply fledgling colonies with vital resources. These worlds were designated Habitats 1 through 7. While not generally used in planetary surveying, the term Golden Worlds was coined by the Andromeda Initiative's marketing team and has stuck ever since. Initiative's early settlement strategy revolves around these Golden Worlds. The arcs cannot sustain a population in stasis indefinitely, and the Nexus requires vast quantities of refined ore, helium-3, water, ice, and element 0. On-the-ground Pathfinder surveys are essential to confirming quickly what the Golden Worlds are suitable for outposts. And 7. The most respected Systems Alliance officer training is awarded through Interplanetary Combative Training, ICT, at the Villa Militar in Rio de Janeiro. Candidates at the Villa are initially given 20-hour training missions to lead teams through hostile terrain on little food or sleep. Trainees who do well are awarded an internal designation of N1 and are invited to return. Subsequent courses N2 through N6 are often held off-planet and include instructions in zero-G combat, military freefall, parachuting, jetpack flight, combat diving, combat instruction, linguistics, and frontline trauma care for human and alien biology. The highest grade of training, N6, provides actual combat experience in conflict zones through the galaxy. If the trainee survives these scenarios in admirable and effective fashion, he or she receives the coveted N7 designation. N7 is the only ICT designation that may be worn on field or dress uniforms. Unknown phenomenon. Upon arriving in the Helios cluster, our Hyperion encountered a massive and extremely dangerous interstellar phenomenon that severely damaged the Ark. Extending beyond this solar system, the phenomenon did not appear on any of our long-range surveys of Andromeda and now lies directly in our Hyperion's course. It is too early to have a clear understanding of this phenomenon, which appears to be an energetic cloud of dense debris with bizarre properties. Initial sensor readings are inconclusive since the phenomenon itself causes severe interference. Alright, scanner. Planetary surveying, especially for potential settlement, involves meticulous scanning. However, there has been little pressure to improve planetary scanners in its search for a better solution for its pathfinders. The Andromeda Initiative began with hardware salvage from Geth platforms and software developed by the Solarian STG. With artificial intelligence support initiative, scientists developed a fast, accurate sampling system codenamed Panoptes, linking it to the quantum computing power of an AI, which can produce multiple analysis and predictive models in seconds. They created an Omni-tool mounted scanner that completes accurate surveys in moments instead of weeks. For typical scanning, the Panoptes systems uses a transmitted accelerator mass spectrometer TRAMS. This creates a snapshot of an object's components, atomic weight, and radioactivity, and allows me to produce a more in-depth analysis for biological materials. The Panoptes system switches to an electrospray ionization system, so plants or animals can be scanned without causing radiation damage. Moving forward, we will read anything like that after, or like at the end of the episode like we did just now. But who did all you Bengals fans out there? I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.